Lake's breath, as timeless as a glacier's heart.
A punch for a punch.
Hello guys.
The enemy is
Victory is in sight, soldier.
Your team is picking.
Ocean is not just our home. It is who we are.
Today is the semi-final, guys. Hi. Hello.
Welcome to Mobile Legends. 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All troops deployed.
Roll with the punches.
តែយើងអាចតម្លាក់ធីម Navi នឹងទៅម្ដងទៀត
I bring hope
យើងវាយ
with
ឆ្កេះ
my
ឡើង
very
ដល់ final ហើយ
hands.
នេះតែយើងវាយឆ្កេះគឺយើងទៅយកលេខ3ទៅយកលេខ3
Every star of mine is a badge of glory.
Launch attack.
The world makes way. Man knows where he's going.
First blood. Launch attack.
It's a journey with no end in sight. Why take the punch if you can dodge it?
ឲ្យថាមុខអូខេយើងមិនតែខ្លាចទេណាគ្នាថាមុខប៉ុន្តែយើងត្រូវការអាយធីមបន្តិចដើម្បីវាយថាមុខ
Make every move count.
Initiate retreat.
នេះយើងតើយើងបង្កើតស៊ីនថ្មីទៀតបើយើងអាចទៅ
Ally has been slain. Ally has been slain.
នេះល្បាត4ហើយ
Life is a fight. Try to be the winning side. I'm dead.
Enemy has slain the turtle.
ពីដៃនេះនេះទៀម
Ally has
យករត់មានទៅខ្ញុំអត់គិតថាកូននឹងមកនេះកូនបាយបាយហ្នឹងតាកូនឌីរត់ហើយយើងមានថា
Learn from
ពី3
defeat.
អាយធីមតាតែពីដៃបាទកូនថាមុខនេះឡើងអូនឈាម
You are stronger than your fear. I earn respect with my fists. It's the hardships I went through
Enemy
that built
double
me
kill.
up.
An enemy has been slain. Enemy triple kill.
My fists, my life. knockout! Busted! No time for regret. Every scar of mine is a badge of glory.
lúc anh gọi miếng con lên ông mình
Ha! Make every move count.
em có lấy cái mình tự lấy cái thằng phải đi tay bạn con
Roll with the punches. And a knockout!
đấy nhiều
You have been slain.
A good fight.
kia là ba mà
Initiate retreat. An enemy has
kia
been
là
slain.
kia tụt đòn đi để phản bạn con cái cái dấu
Why
khác
take
nó
a punch if you can dodge it? Ha!
Unstoppable.
It's a journey
Enemy
with no
double
end in
kill.
sight. And a knockout!
Ally has been slain.
anh đi thịt bánh ấy thế này thật đại bánh được cưới gì giờ con này
The enemy has slain the turtle. Launch attack.
And a knockout! You are stronger than your fear.
lô lấy sao phay thế nào
Request backup.
Understood.
Busted!
Our turret has been destroyed.
cảm nhận cái lấy
And a knockout!
Request backup. Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Learn from defeat.
An enemy has been slain.
thanh ở bên đó thanh
My fists, my life. I bring hope with my very hands.
Your team destroyed a turret. Slain an enemy.
And a knockout! No time for
Request
regret.
backup. Killing spree. Launch attack.
Resilient.
Ally has
này
been
con đi con
destroyed.
nó mới chạy đẹp thì con đi con đi rồi
Our turret is under attack. Request backup.
The world makes way for the man who knows
Retreat
where
from the
he's
turtle!
going. Busted!
đó
Retreat from the turtle!
I bring hope with my very
Turret
hands.
has been destroyed.
And a knockout!
Slain an enemy. Our turret is under attack. Has been slain. The enemy has slain the turtle.
Life is a fight. Try to be the
Monster
winning
kill.
side.
Punch control!
Double kill. Launch attack.
Make every move
Launch
count.
attack.
Bên sân
Your
này
team
luôn.
destroyed a turret.
And a knockout! Why take the punch if you could dodge?
Initiate retreat.
Bên sân này hay luôn.
Learn from defeat.
You destroyed a
A
turret.
knockout! It's the hardships I went through that
Initiate
built
retreat.
me
Epic
up.
outplay. Legendary. Double kill.
Every scar of mine is a badge of glory. And a knockout! You are stronger than your fear.
Okay.
It's a journey with no end in
Initiate
sight.
retreat. Initiate retreat. Okay.
Nhưng nó miền flick nhở thì chẳng
My fists, my life.
Down. Control. An ally has been slain.
nhập để xài.
Ally has been slain. Initiate retreat. Our turret has been destroyed. Attack the Lord.
Roll with the punches.
The enemy has slain Lord. Launch attack.
No time for regret. And a knockout!
Great play.
Have been slain.
Oh, good.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Request backup. Double kill.
Control.
Triple kill.
That was amazing.
Turret is under attack. Lovely.
Lên mấy nhở thì game nay cả nhầm lên đã chơi kìa đây.
The world makes way for the man who knows where he's going.
Ơi nhầm sập rồi tất cả. Chẳng thằng nè hết ấy.
I earn respect with my fists.
Sorry guys.
Our turret is under attack.
Ta.
Request backup.
Resilient, strong, and determined.
Our turret
A
has been
knockout!
destroyed. Initiate retreat.
Why take the punch if you can dodge it? And a knockout!
Instant kill.
Mega kill.
Great initiation.
Double kill. Triple kill.
That was amazing.
chân thăng.
My fists, my life.
Your team destroyed an attack.
And a knockout!
Legendary.
Every scar of mine is a badge of glory. journey with no end in sight.
Launch control.
Legendary! Request backup!
Retreat from the Lord.
Backup!
Learn from defeat.
Request backup! Your team destroyed a turret!
I bring hope with my very a knockout.
An ally has slain Lord!
And a knockout.
You have been slain.
ข้างเว้น
An enemy has been slain.
Superb damage. Solo kill.
Legendary!
4-3mà aiធ្វើអីគេកាត់អត់ខ្ញុំគេកាត់អីធ្វើអីហេបាក់ជាអីទៅ
Team destroyed a turret! Legendary!
ហេវាយ
Double kill! Wiped out!
ហើយ Yeah Yeah
Victory!
ឈ្នះដោយសារចាំងកាឡានោះទេគេថាយើងនៅណែទៅ stream ចឹងយើងត្រូវថ្មីមួយទៀតបីចាំបើផ្សាយយើងបង្កើតនេះថ្មីដាច់ដាច់បើផ្សាយយើងបង្កើតស៊ីនថ្មីអូខេ restream យ៉ាងដែរនេះ restream អូខេផ្លឹបបាត់ចឹងដូចជាលេខ2អូខេលេខ2មកទៅអង្គុយរៀនមើល stream ហ្នឹង
ban a hero. Your team is banning. The enemy is picking.
I do what
Your
I
team
want
is
to
picking.
do.
Ocean is not just our home. It is who we are.
Dragonborn is back.
The enemy is picking.
Do you want to make friends with Nana?
It is better to be feared than loved.
Please pick a hero.
If you cannot both.
I've been waiting for too long.
So, who's next?
The enemy is picking.
No one can escape my iron fists.
Sniper ready. Give me a target.
Your team is picking.
Welcome to the greatest magic show of all time!
Sorry guys.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed.
Who else wants to challenge me? Can't believe I got duped by the Silver Dragon. Hey! Whoever wants to fight me, step right up! I said, leave me be!
First blood.
Show me a real challenge. Catch! About to overturn the heavens! Oh, good stuff! Nimbus strike! Yeah! I'm as stubborn as the mountain that bore me. Catch! Nimbus strike!
An enemy!
Yeah, next time, bring your whole crew. Can't a monkey catch a break? You can't even imagine how dull eternal life gets. I'm everywhere! Nimbus strike!
An ally has slain the turtle!
The great Monkey King's no more. I have found my purpose. These brats better watch out on my turf.
Mana ai cai vậy? Phải tập tiếp không?
Oh, nice and quiet.
នេះមកដល់ជួយសាច់មិនខានៅវាយស្គីដើម្បីឡើងច្រើនហើយ
Shadow clone technique? I invented cloning. Catch! Double trouble! Got you. Nimbus strike. Cha. Get out. Get out. I'm everywhere.
Nè thầy.
Nimbus strike. Catch. Watch out. One for the road.
Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Double trouble.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Brilliant tanking! Great play!
Nimbus strike. Kill. Get out. Mountains rise, rivers flow. This is the way. I failed a friend once. I won't again. Mountains rise, rivers flow. This is the way.
Our turret has been destroyed. An ally has slain the turret. Turret is under attack. Your enemy has been slain.
Nimbus strike. Shadow clone technique? I invented cloning.
You destroyed a turret.
You can't even imagine how double trouble!
Ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy.
Show me a real challenge. Hey, Al! What's the holdup? Oh, good stuff! Catch!
Killing spree.
I'm everywhere! Catch!
Killing spree. Ally has been slain.
About to overturn the
Your
heavens!
team destroyed the turret.
Kill! Get out! Catch! Nimbus strike! Kill! Can't a monkey catch a break? Nimbus Double trouble! Catch! You messed with the wrong monkey. Catch! Got you.
An enemy has been slain.
Catch! Watch out! I'm everywhere!
Double kill.
Just me. These brats better catch! Catch! I said, leave me be! Don't get cold feet now!
Destroyed a turret. Double kill.
It's just me.
You destroyed a turret. Launch attack.
The great Monkey King's no more. I have found my purpose. Can't believe I got two catch!
Attack the Lord.
I'm as stubborn as the mountain that bore me.
Solo kill.
I'm everywhere!
You destroyed a turret.
Superb damage.
Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Watch out! Double trouble!
Legendary.
Yeah, next time bring your whole crew.
An ally has
One for the
slain
road.
Lord.
Catch!
You destroyed a turret.
Hey! Whoever wants to fight me, step right up! I'm everywhere!
Legendary.
Ơi.
Double trouble!
Solo push. That was amazing.
Lên ta mấy cái gì? Sorry cài chậm thì.
Your team destroyed a turret.
These brats better watch out on my turf. Hey! Whoever wants to fight me, step right up! I'm everywhere!
Ally has been slain.
Can't even imagine how catch! messed with the wrong monkey.
Ally has been slain. Initiate retreat.
Catch!
Understood.
Don't get cold feet now! Catch! Get out! Catch! Haha, got you. Good stuff. Nippet double trouble!
Solo kill.
Legendary.
Solo kill.
Shadow clone technique.
Ally has been slain.
I invented clones. Nippet strike! Mountains rise. I'm everywhere! Get out!
Sword Slayer. Great play.
Show me a real challenge. Catch! Get out! Double trouble!
Legendary.
It ain't outnumbered if it's just me.
Enemy has been slain. Our turret is under attack.
Can't believe I got duped by the silver dragon. I'm everywhere!
Enemy double kill. Ally has been slain.
Catch! Catch!
Bạn đang đích tình nấu nhỉ?
Get out! About to overturn the heavens! Catch!
Solo kill. That was amazing.
Catch! Double trouble!
Mẹ phần tích
Initiate retreat. Initiate retreat. Initiate retreat. Okay. Our turret has been destroyed.
Guess who's back?
Cầm đem lên cho anh kia với.
Nippet strike!
Killing spree.
This is death.
Unstoppable. Initiate retreat.
Đây nào kia dần đắng ơi. Dần quay bạn đang. Vậy bạn đang.
Request backup. Okay. Enemy turret is under attack.
Đây nào kia dần đắng.
Our turret has been destroyed.
Quay bạn đang với óc hay dần. Sky luôn.
Legendary. Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Our turret has been
Guess
destroyed.
who's back? I'm as stubborn as the mountain that bore me.
Request backup.
Understood.
Double trouble! It ain't outnumbering if it's just me.
Shut down. Our turret is under attack. Request backup. Our turret is under attack. Ally has been slain. Our turret has been destroyed.
Defeat?
Instant
How do you
kill.
spell that? I'm everywhere! This is death.
Our turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed.
ហ่ะមិនខ្ញុំថាលេង
Our inhibitor turret. Ally has been slain.
មែនទេអ្នកអត់ខ្ញុំតិចវាលៃវាទៅ
Defeat.
ចាប់បដោយចាប់បដោយអើយអញអើយ យើងអត់គួរ specific ជាមួយទៅបី
Your team is banning.
ខ្ញុំតែជួយ subscribe អ្នកមួយផងគ្នាយើងលើ guys ជួយ subscribe ហើយ
Your team is banning. Your team is picking.
So, who's next?
The enemy is picking.
Let's make the whole world green and lively.
lên guys
I have a heart of light. Therefore,
pick a
I do
hero.
not fear the darkness.
Oh my god, hello guys, hello everyone, hello Wait.
The ocean is not just our home. It is who we are.
Come on, Dexter. It's our
The
showtime.
enemy is picking.
Still waters run deep.
Hope will find a way, even when
Your
all is
team
forlorn.
picking.
Do you want to make friends with Nana?
Light will fall prey
enemy is
shadow.
picking.
Lên qua để có thể ngồi này. Mạnh mẽ nè ơi. Game game. Come on guys, cái chapter start đây.
I am the moonlight that breaks through the darkness.
Năm năm. Ấm the view. Hey guys. Chẳng lại nơi mô. Thôi chờ một tập. Hai đầu. Đây là một màu.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
Bạn để bên này.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed.
Hello, sustain nữa các bạn. Để bên này.
Hey there, Dexter says you're ugly, not me.
Hello guys.
Show me the money. Let me have a close look. Wow, priceless. Show me the money. Oh dear, diamond is here. Neither can be given up though.
First blood.
Oh, nó mày kìa.
Dexter, are you getting fat lately? Show me the money. Show me the money. Me? A thief? No, no, no. I'm only borrowing this. Let me introduce you to my partner, Dexter! Fire, Dexter! Show me the money.
Enemy. Attack the turtle.
Xem mình mua cho nè.
An ally has slain the turtle.
Để xài cái chuyện tiếp.
Initiate retreat. Okay.
Stream dân tiện tiện ngay. System này thì
An enemy has been slain. Launch attack.
Crazy rumor that my partner is a beautiful girl.
Initiate retreat. Okay.
Dexter. Let me introduce you to my partner, Dexter!
Launch attack!
Hey there, Dexter says you're ugly, not me.
Launch attack! Ally has been slain. Attack the turtle!
Fire, Dexter!
An enemy. Request backup.
Show me the money. There's a crazy rumor that my partner is a beautiful girl.
An ally has slain the turtle.
Show me the money.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill. Your team destroyed the turtle. Unstable network.
I'm home, Los Picados.
Request backup. You have been slain.
កាថាមិនប្រកាច់មើលអូ
Ally has been slain. Enemy double kill. An enemy has been slain. Our turret has been destroyed.
Me? A thief? No, no, no. I'm only borrowing this.
Our turret is under attack. Clear up lanes.
Understood.
Claude and Dexter are always ready if you've prepared your money.
Your team destroyed the turret. Attack. Okay. Slain an enemy. Double kill. Attack the Lord.
Show me the money.
Superb control. Team destroyed. Ally has slain Lord.
diamond is dear. Neither can be given up, though.
Follow Lord.
Ally has been slain.
Keep an eye on
Your
the
team
enemy
destroyed the turret. Your team destroyed the turret. Has been slain. Enemy double kill. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Dexter, are you getting fat lately? There's a crazy rumor that my partner is this beautiful girl.
Request backup.
Gold is dear. Diamond is dear.
Keep an eye on
Neither
them.
can be given up, though. Hey there, Dexter says you're ugly, not me. Show me the money.
Our turret has been destroyed. Your turret is under attack. Request backup.
Understood.
You destroyed the turret. Has been our inhibitor turret is under attack. Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Killing spree.
Great play.
Slain.
Lucky escape? That's what I'm good at. Lucky escape? That's what I'm good at. Keep an eye on the enemies, Dexter. Claude and Dexter are always ready if you've prepared your money. Lucky escape?
Killing spree. Double kill. Your team destroyed a turret. Victory!
អ្នកអរគ្នាយើងទៅមើលគេ គេអ្នកគ្នាអញ្ចឹងយើង
In this rotten world, the one flower that must never wither is Hanabi-sama's smile. Hanabi-sama's killing intent always makes my heart race. So she also wishes to save Kirara.
Bật ai
High and hunger shows. We've opened up the knockout stages, seeing our top seeds with an unblemished run go the full distance, and with a surprise flip in the script, Navi PH actually took down their opponents to be here today. But as Marai mentioned yesterday, deja vu? Could this be their miracle run again? Let's see here, because in this matchup, who are they facing? The very foe that put them in this position to be crawling out of the brackets. This is a rematch of day one. Over to you guys at the casters, and welcome to the knockout stages semi-finals.
Cheryl, Damascus, Hollywood. Hollywood Rob TV looking phenomenal up there, and so are our competitors. The ladies have taken the stage, and things start to get real. It's the knockout stage. It's semifinals. Winner moves forward to grand finals. The loser's not done just yet, but they won't have a shot at the championship title. Boys, let's break it down even further. We've talked about storylines, Queen of the Jungle, but now let's dig a little bit deeper. I want to talk not Ayanami, who has been out of this world. She's a phenomenal competitor, and from what I'm hearing, she is her, not Ayanami. What does she bring to the Navi roster?
Well, right now, the most unique hero pool in all. She is very flexible in terms of what the team needs from her.
Yeah, she fills it exactly what the team needs, right? Yesterday, they needed someone in the XP to deal damage. They wanted to play utility jungle just to take away from their opponents straight up. They are able to understand, to read the game so well, and it just takes away the weapons from their opponents. So right now, I think finally, they get some time to read Galaxy Phoenix. The first time they met, it almost felt like it was a Navi from last year. Oh, yeah. Against Game and Gladiators, where they lost as well, where they just weren't expecting some of these weapons to come out. Now that they're fully aware of it, now that they've gone through those reviews of the VODs, I think they'll know exactly who to target. Fa on those assassin jungles, and maybe punish Winnie on that hero pool that we were talking about.
Yeah, I got to talk to King Salman.
bật vai bên đời chẳng dừng nhầm add nè webcam add webcam vậy chứ ok hey add màu chồng what vai webcam mặt đại ok rồi đã video capture webcam đó này nè delete video capture thấy nè video capture tôi tái vẹt đời nè thấy vậy ok nè đi webcam nè nè đạn nè thấy phần này đạn nè cả activate deactivate anh ấy chúng ta save property tạo webcam một ca để nè này ơi thôi mày chứ mày chờ video capture rồi cả display capture sẽ cái display capture mẹ này mấy cái đạn video capture một cái config video no not this one default chập vào đời tại video capture mình tránh phát này video capture device nàyยังchơi add existing khởi nhai nhưng stress răng này phải nhưng shop này cái stress video capture mình oh my god Nhưng đã cả đã ấy môi đang lồi. Oh my god. Cho nè nè mơ nó đây viêm bánh này sao này. Sao dừng thôi mày. Tụi mày YouTube anh lỡ ơi. Chụp stream lại. Mấy dân về lư ra ra nè nè. Chụp. Ban này kìa ban. Ấy cái nè. Nè nè hero team one này kìa nè. Harret Pageto. Vinavia. Ô cái pick mặt Marcel nè. Bellatrix. Sora. Nắng hero được kìa ban. Cho nãy dân ban. Ấy kìa hero mình hero kìa. Vậy chính cái ập tê nhơi. Chính cái mà là Grand Final. Chính cái dân là Grand Final. Tránh cái dân ta bật cột vô lịch 7. Come on guys, come on. Pick again. At last. Oh my god. Cloud. Tam đại dân tam đan mô mà ngay để chợt đã khinh lên at last. Là cái pick at last. At last Cloud có dạng đó. Nhưng mà chạy phía chạy ấy nào kìa. Chạy ăn lại đi. Chạy mời ta cây vay kia là đang. Marcel. Oh my god. Lilia. Esmeralda. Cái bán số rái cho mời EXP dân vô anh mình lên. Oh my god. Come on guys, one step forward to grand final. Come on guys. Come on girl. Dân lập bấy nè cái mà đo nghĩ. Nơi Bay of City vậy đó. Nhưng không thà là đây vậy. Đây rồi. Nhưng không thà là đây dân đừng ai. Nè game đó kìa. Nè cái đầm bay lần từ grand final. Rồi gặp bà audio mình tích đăng nè này. Bà audio mình tích mà.
Phoenix. They want a quick game. They want to finish this strong and fast. Now for Na'Vi though, they're okay with postponing the game, keeping it long. They want to play the slow game to counter the aggression of Galaxy Phoenix. Now for the last two heroes, could that change up?
It could. It really comes down to picking up the CC,
Cái thả
the
trong
XP,
stream
but the
thế
thing
nào?
is Na'Vi were the first ones to do it,
Chắc
right?
là
We see the
nó
Barats
chơi
getting
just
banned out as well, just taking away from Keishi. It really
cái
feels like they've kind of swapped their playstyles. Galaxy Phoenix now have gone for the early approach, going for the usual objectives of the Akai, and I agree with you, Renmar. I'm not a big fan of these picks, not because it doesn't work, but mainly it's because it's just so not.
Bật ở voi, có mọi nhà kia snap xin lệnh kìa. CC khăn kê bán khăn dân ban bà rạch. Ở đăng bị traffic ở nào kìa, chẳng ở đăng thả analyze ở nào kìa đậm mình. Vậy chẳng ở đăng thả thì bài mình nhật. Cái chẳng có nè. Vẫn khơi pha lên ở អីគេបាក់សៀលេងល្អចាំមើលអាកៃម្ដងអាកៃចាំមានអារភ័យមែននេះ They have fire អ្នកនេះ They have fire come on girl come on mày nhầm lừa ra ở đây nè kia tận miền lời tình mày thằng mày nè thằng mày nè nè về ra tăng bị tình màu ui mình nhụt bạn ok passa Ali nè à chẳng Ali chẳng có rồi Ali chẳng có Ali chẳng có nè Ali chẳng có được gọi mà còn ai Ali khinh cái Ali chẳng có Ali chẳng có nữa tê passa Ali ai cho từ đầu nè đầu này bán tình tái ai cho từ đầu passa bán oh my god Marcel không nè a lot oh my god chẳng khinh cái là những a lotอยู่ai nèដោយសារ a lot ឃើញមិញគង់លេងលយណាឃើញមិញគង់លេងលយa lot មក final slash មកចាប់2ចាប់3ចឹងវាយរហូតអូខ្ញុំថែស្រីខ្ញុំកំពុងតែអូរូបខ្ញុំចោះឡើងបាញ់យ៉ាងហ្នឹងអូខេចាប់ដើមហើយ go guys goរូបនេះធ្វើដាក់ឲ្យលើបន្តិចបានល្អណាស់ដាក់នេះបាំងដាក់តែលើចិត្ត map នេះដាក់កដាលកដាលហើយប៉ុណ្ណឹងខាត់នេះតិចនេះកដាលបាត់ spell បាត់អីគេនេះកន្លែងតននេះដាក់ទៅដាក់អីឃើញរូបយើងមិនតិចបានអីកុំដាក់ធំពេកបាទឃើញទៅដល់អត់ my god ឈប់មើលហ្គេមនេះគេលេងដល់ណាប្រណោជាមួយនឹង Cloud oh my god អាកៃខាងគេច្រើននេះខាងគេ4នេះអេតឡា oh my god អាឡុតជាមួយនឹង S មកខ្ញុំត្រូវមើលណានេះអេតឡាអូ អត់ដល់មាន team fight នោះទេអត់ដល់មាន team fight នោះទេថថកើតហើយអ្នកគ្នាថថកើតហើយ Oh my god គេដាក់សម្ពាធយ៉ាងមានអាគេដាក់សម្ពាធនេះអូបានគេឬក៏បានយើងបានគេឬក៏បានយើងបានគេឬក៏បានយើងក៏ណាតែបានយើងមើលតែដូចជាបានយើងនោះទេកន្លែងបើខំដើរវាយទៅមើលអូ team fight បន្តអត់ទីផាច់យ៉ាអីណាអូទៅហ្វាដាច់ហ្វាមួយទៅបាត់ទៅហើយអូអាឡុតអូជាប់ពី good job កៃឆ្មែនេះចង់ធ្វើជាអ្នក analyst តែឡាដឹងនិយាយអីតែនិយាយអីណាទេអូ finals ឡាMarcel គេកោនេះក៏ណាតែបើសលេងគេឲ្យអ្នកនរគ្នាស្ដាប់ខ្លះនេះចឹងឲ្យគេអធិប្បាយឲ្យស្ដាប់បានគេមិញគេយកបាត់ទៅហើយអង្គុយមើល YouTube នេះល្អមើលចឹងឡើងអង្គុយមើល stream នេះវាអេក្រង់ទូចផ្លឹបថលមិញបានយើងបានគេអ្នកគ្នាអូនេះមើលណាលើដូចជាបានគេនោះទេថលមិញបានគេនោះទេអ្នកមើលណាលើអ្នកគ្នាលើឃើញថាន់ដើបានគេនោះទេខកគ្នាមក level គេ level លើយើងមក level យើងធ្លាប់វាយឈ្នះពីមុនយើងក៏ត្រូវតែវាយឈ្នះលើនេះដែរថលឯណាចង្កលយើងឯណាចង្កលអូគេបានគេបាត់ទៅហើយអូកៃឯនេះកៃនៅក្រោយmiscommunication មិនតិចទៅបាត់ហើយអាកៃអ្នកនរគ្នាប៉ុន្តែអត់ឃើញមានណាជួយអាកៃមិនតិច
Hour doesn't necessarily have to land, it needs to influence position as the gank onto Ling commences.
Honestly, because even Lemma, I think, wanted to go for the backlines, but...
But why đã yeah. Okay. One more. At đal té, Ali ơi, đal té. Dương play từ dương ảnh mà đây bạn. Không tăng coi mới trong stream mình lần chụp đấy. Rồi. Kịp hộp là lá dương anh. Pha là vàng 7 chẳng có cái là vàng man Ali là vàng nó bên late game dương miền cloud phạch oh one kill Bruno one kill từ lớp Bruno bật 2 rồi lự một vinh Oh my god, at last lự một vinh mình ai cho anh đang khai gì được Alti bỏ Marcel đang khai gì cho mày nè analyst nè đáng rồi nè ây da tùm តម្រង់លេងរបស់យើងអាយ៉ាអូយើងបានថថលមួយហើយអ្នកគ្នាគេបានថថលមានណាត្រេតច្រឡំមើលច្រឡំណាអូកូឡែនយើងមកផ្លាប់អូឯណៃអូអលីសនៅនេះទេខ្លាត់របស់យើងខ្លាត់ yes good ល្មិចចំអាយវាយគ្នាមិញចាំដឹងណាណៃផងប្រែងទេប្រែងអ្នកនេះឡើយបានទៅថលមួយវិញហើយខៀល2តល់ជាមួយនឹង5ចំខំផ្ដោតមើលកន្លែងមិញអ្នកនេះគេកាត់ទៅដល់ណាបាទក្លេកមកមើលអាឡតប៉ះជាមួយនឹងអេស្មាមួយ wait guy wait ប្រណូគេកើតរ៉ាតយើងខាងលើអាឡតមួយ guy ឈៀល guy ឈៀលអូខេអលីអត់ហ៊ានចូលនោះទេ Oh my god ចំកូឡែនគេលេវ10លើណាផ្លាត់មីនីម៉ាប់កាយមីនីម៉ាប់អូមួយដេកវេតកាយវេតឈៀលកាយឈៀលចាំខ្ញុំលេង Atlas ដែរតែដឹងថា Atlas គេលេងមិននេះគឺជា game base of 5 នោះទេអ្នកនរគ្នា game base of 5ឈៀលកាយឈៀលអ្នកឈ្នះ3ប្រកួតទៅជាអ្នកឈ្នះ lot ក៏បាន spawn អ្នកនរគ្នា lot ក៏បាន spawn ជាមួយគេ set up team fight មិញអូឈៀលកាយឈៀលអូ Atlas ជួយ team ផងកាយអូ still ចូលក្នុង zone របស់យើងងាប់បាត់ទៅហើយងាប់អាឡតទៅបាត់ឡតមួយនេះក៏ free ទៅឲ្យគេហើយ free lot បាត់ហើយអ្នកគ្នាឈៀលកាយផាច់អូខេសូហ្វីធ្លាក់ភ្នែកធ្លាក់អីភ្លឹបឡតគឺដើរទៅ map ខាងលើនោះទេដោយសារខាងលើគឺជា map EHP ឡតទី1មិនជាបញ្ហាណាគ្នាឡតទី1មិនជាបញ្ហានោះទេអាយ៉ាអូខេអស់សៀលតរ៉ែតមួយPlus មួយកៃ ខ្ញុំគិតថាបើក wide ឲ្យអ្នកគ្នាស្ដាប់បន្តិចណាស្ងាត់ពេក
For you to expect GXP to actually be much more equipped to fight back against Navi. I think earlier on though we saw Winnie sort of already start to shred majority of the HP from Keishi and not Ayanami. But the thing is, they don't really have enough time over to Winnie to just deal with these targets one by one. If she ever does go in with a blazing duet, she has to be sure that it's perfect. But Navi are the first ones to go in. The heavy spin catches Mirai though. There goes a vengeance coming in from Ling. They try to take them out one by one, but Keishi, does she go in with a response? Another final snatch coming in. They drag Keishi back under the turret, but it's actually Mirai who finds or who is the target.
And this costed them a lot of battle spells. This isn't over just yet because Fa's going to be the next one to fall down here with not much of an issue overall. This was how many flickers? 3 flickers. The Fatal Links comes in. Final Slash is going to pull them under. I don't think they're going to... Wait, hold on. The Feathered Airstrike might be good for something as they walk out even with the Wishing Lantern. It ain't enough.
The damage from Sophia can be felt, but the abilities, the escape tools from Navi are also just a bit too much to deal with. Sophia just using the wings by wings to move around. Ling trying to go for a re-engage, but that's going to be Keishi immediately making her way out.
All right, so the mid lanes are actually playing a significantly huge role in this game. Rain making sure those front lines wanting to do the exact same thing Sophia does without having that same backline threat. They're attacking Lima, they're attacking Fa. If Ling walks up too far, then you know they're trying to go for a full-on counter engage. But let's look at the items because again, Ling playing with the War Axe of all things, trying to make sure that she's more of a bruiser in these fights rather than a dedicated tank. But on the opposite end, the infinite scaling of Mirai here, man, that Thunderbelt is going to stack up fast.
The Rose Gold Meteor even for Ling, like the way she's just probably after those setups and being one of those members to dive in and be in their face, but Navi are trying to already pull down this lord. The waves up top too have to be dealt with. Oh, but Fa actually finds one. It's gonna be Keishi, the best possible target. Golden R used just to stop them momentarily, but Winnie has her eyes set on this target. Blazing to it already committed, and they find the jungler for Navi. She also finds Mirai. It's only 3 members left, but the BMI
still
brings her
good.
back.
Good job, guys. Good
Now they're
job.
able to actually regroup, and Riyadh will at least find one, but Winnie still trying to fight. Oh,
Cheer. Yes.
It's too much. It's too much to handle here. Rain looking to actually try and turn this around, but I think honestly they should not fight. They're gonna get hit by everything. The final slash, Feathered Airstrike as well.
Riyadh actually still finds one despite that, but was it actually worth it?
This was not worth it. They should have called off the fight at that point. They already traded equally. They didn't need to overextend even further, and this now ends up to be a +1 for GXP. I get it. The mid lane looks like it's about to start crashing in, and if you just delay the fight any longer,
bây giờ cũng đánh cloud mình dương ảnh vô lọt bạn mình tái bờ ở đánh cloud rồi nâu kia còn nơi đây mình đánh cloud đánh rồi nó được nhất đi chill guy.
First 2 skills already deal massive amounts of damage, even towards the tankiest members of Navi. So I guess it's a small win for them that they finally actually got that based on mid.
Mày bao nhiêu lừa ra.
Especially with flying to just keep moving in and out of their base and around the map to make sure that the wave control doesn't get.
ยังមើលតែគេលេងបានហើយអ្នកនេះยังបាច់ភៀកទេពេលยังអត់ដឹងគេលេងមិនផង
They want Navi to sit on top of it, but this allows Rain to actually start setting up those
ឡតនេះឡតនេះ
makes the attempt.
មិនតិចកាយ
Make it in time though. Heavy spin already committed.
អូឡតបានយើងនោះទេបានយើងទេកាយបានយើងទេឡតបានយើងទេឈៀលមួយកាយឆ្មាអលីនតាន់ហើយវិញអលីនតាន់អូមកវិញហើយធីមរបស់ខ្ញុំមកហើយ
Is going to try their attempt
to slow
down these waves. It's a wet noodle fight. Nobody can really hurt each other. The main damage dealers are both sides by far the most important players.
And that damage dealer from GXP doesn't care. They just really want to even out the map. That's why Winnie's been working on the outer turrets that are left. Keishi, Well, we did expect her to make it out of that. She just walks back to the
ជួយគេលេង elite ល្អមែន អ្នក
turret
នេះ
to deal with and
យើងលេងត្រូវតែពីដៃគេក៏បាត់
really even out the map control at this
wait guys wait ភាសា wait ភាសា guys wait
Now, GXP
ជឿនកាយយើងកំពុងតែ change ស្ថានភាពមកវិញហើយ lot ក៏បានមកដូចតែគ្នា lot បានមកដូចតែគ្នាទេ តែយើងអាចនឹង play lot ចោលដែរទេ
on top of everything else. I would have imagined that the lightning truncheon would have been the go-to, noticing that I don't see any of the shield, just radiant armors.
យើងមើលតែគេលេងបានហើយអ្នកគ្នាយើងកុំវិភាគព្រោះយើងមិនចេះវិភាគនេះទេ
But Navi too are prepared to take this on. All
ព្រោះយើងត្រឹមតែ epic 5 នោះទេ
is already enough to zone them all out. Fortunately, their wave clear seems reliable enough because they have the Lilia, they have the Bruno, so they're able to push GXP out and they don't get any base turret.
I'm surprised that they didn't want to try and force something. Their composition with a Farsa is particularly good at sieging against their targets, right? They could have used the heavy spin to kind of push them away. Maybe, you know, you guys back into the team. Just their presence alone should make Navi nervous, right? Or force a reaction out of them.
Yeah. So far, at least, too, I think Navi, we don't really get to see them utilize the golden hour differently, in a sense that it's more onto certain targets rather than
50 វិទៀត lot នឹង spawn មកហើយ lot ទីមែន lot ទី
3 at this point in the game
ហើយ lot ទី 3 lot ទី 1 បានគេ lot ទី 2 បានយើង
want to block off certain entry points or want to add to how they don't get to further chase, which I feel don't make it as targeted in terms of approach.
I think the hard part about it is because before this we had like multiple outer turrets, so it's easier to kind of like funnel them into the jungle. But now that we have a little bit of a free form on the map, they want to play the traditional front to back while still having potential flankers like Ling. Navi, on the other hand, I'm not so sure because Mirai's position is very flexible overall. They don't have a dedicated anchor, and I think the closest we can get to that quote-unquote dedicated anchor is Rian, because even Rain with the black shoes, where are they going to end up?
ម៉ៃរបស់ខ្ញុំលឺរ៉ែទៀតហើយ
So we're setting up for this next objective, and I believe this is an evolved horde. Can't believe we're almost 20 minutes in.
Hey, these girls, they don't want to lose just yet. They want to show the best possible performance in a best of 5.
You have to, especially as you're already in the semi-finals.
Map flying cloud.
See how they deal with this? Waves definitely have to take priority first, especially in the far lane. But Keishi and Minion will be trying to start things off a bit. They do get a bit of vision for Navi. Is that why they're forcing everything now? But Vi starting to feel most of the damage. Gets caught in the golden R, but tends to walk away. Everybody else are trying to go in. They finally find Fa, one of the best possible targets. And look at Nami dealing with Sophia. And the rest of Navi.
សល់តែ 2 នាទី a lot ហើយនឹង Pasa
They forced it a little too hard, and now Ling will try her very best to just
អាយ៉យ slow what happened
Sophia repositioning out.
Sophia សល់តែ Sophia នាទីអាយ៉យ
Keishi will be here too.
សល់
Mirai goes down.
សល់តែតិចគ្នាយើងមាន spawn មក
next wave is already here. It's too late.
អូយ9 វិទៅបាត់ទៅហើយเกมទី 1 គឺបានទៅលើ Navi PA
This was a high level game, both sides really taking everything into account, from movements to body language to, most importantly, I think that they need to start memorizing Purify timers, how long they actually are. Even if there are 3 seconds left on that cooldown, you can still force that fight. It's moments like these where the lines get thinner and the level of execution must be high.
Navi, after a very unexpected run,
it
really looks good, and personally for me, I don't know if any one of these teams are going to need that extra motivation, extra push, but this is only our very first game, and it's this intense. It's only going to heat up from this point onwards.
Switch
Get back soon over to our studio, as our ladies are going to have to go back to the drawing board and figure it out for game number 2.
Stream តែមួយ game បានទេដឹង Đừng có đáp cái lọ mới sẽ cần stream đã vào phải chừng.
Welcome back in. Game number 1 for this great series has concluded. It's Na'Vi getting a big win. They now lead 1-0 in this best of 5 series. Welcome back into the studio. I'm Taylor Reflections Noble, Miracle Rinmar. Let's break it down, boys. Rinmar going into it, the hero selection was a big talking point, and we knew that they were differing styles. Now, for on the one side, for Galaxy Phoenix, they wanted to go in hard and heavy. They wanted to fight aggressively. For Na'Vi, though, they were okay with things being a bit slower. How do you think it worked?
Cái thái nè kìa.
Well,
Nhầm hiện
we're
bạo
for Na'Vi
sẽ lên
early
plan.
on, but again, because they got their comforts in the Farsa and Claude, I'm talking about Galaxy Phoenix here, they still look pretty much within their realm of comfort. It's just that you could see the moments where they miss the explosiveness of Fa, something that allows Fa to be a little bit more of a damage dealer and a carry.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to go the opposite round and say Galaxy Phoenix, it really looked like it's just not a composition
Tập 7 tập 3 tay cái này ta lư đấy.
We do have some components where they're doing well with. Winnie on the Claude, obviously up top as well, but Fa on the Akai, not even the
Mai Elite lo cho mai nè. Cái lên Elite tan mà.
Well, a lot of great moments throughout this game. In fact, it was a long game, 20-plus minutes. Let's take a look at our first moment. And this is right before the Lord. The first Lord ends up spawning up, and we have an engagement between the two. You can tell, obviously, it's very close in score, but at this moment in time, I believe it's Galaxy Phoenix with a slight lead.
Yeah, again, the way that they initiate, it really seems like they're trying to build an opening or get an opening for Fada to walk up. It's still that storyline that we have to go back to, and I think right now, even GXP know that. They are starting game 1 in this best of 5 with a gamble. Can they utilize Fa on the utility jungle? Because if it worked, now it'll create a lot of confusion for Na'Vi. Now that it didn't, they have to go back to the drawing board.
Cái này dây dặt bạn. Ý dân para cái đây chỉ miền live studio. Đâm bấy translateពី English មកជាខ្មែរអីចឹង
If she does not watch her positioning and the formation of Na'Vi is too tight around their Bruno, it's so much easier for GXP to fight.
យើង like តែរវល់ជាមួយ Alice នេះ
Rian needed to go down in every team fight that GXP fought, and in that moment that was crucial because Na'Vi didn't watch their footing.
And for the third Lord fight, Mirko, this is what set Na'Vi up for a victory. They go in hard. At first, it looks like they might be in trouble, but then they flip the script.
And this is where I think I'll be, I'll double down on the statement that I think Fa's just uncomfortable on this pick. She starts off with a heavy spin so early on instead of just playing around the neutral.
Cái miền ở đây nè, wing up net chưa?
GXP, when they win, they go in straight up. They get all their damage onto the right targets, and then it's done. If at any time Na'Vi are able to prolong these team fights, utilize their sustain, it's GG, especially with the Bruno in the late game.
Now, Rinmar, we take a look at some of the stats from game number 1, and it starts to tell the story. It was a long one, 20 minutes, right? But it was Na'Vi just edging out GXP.
So one thing that Na'Vi needed to get right in the team fight is the placement of Aya Nami. Look at her damage taken. That's because she's the one trying to disrupt GXP's formation, because Keishi and Mirai are staying back alongside with Rain so that Rian is well protected. If Aya Nami was a little bit too close to the team, that's what we saw in Lord number 2. It was easy for GXP to break them. But as long as they get their 2 separate fights, Aya Nami in the back, the rest of the team with the Bruno, it's all good for Na'Vi.
Yeah, and I think if you just look at the numbers, you look at the damage taken numbers, and it's like, all right, pretty similar both sides. The thing is, though, on Na'Vi's side, they have an Alice, an Esmeralda, and a Marcel. All these heroes can go back and forth really easily, regenerating all of their health. Just a few abilities. On the other side, it's not really the same case. GXP on the Akai, the Atlas, once you get chunked, once you use that big resource, you're out.
Standout player here from Galaxy Phoenix, 10.88 KD. To me, coming from the games that I come from, seems hugely impressive. 50 kills, I assume, coming out not only from this game, but also multiple games. So Galaxy Phoenix clearly has a top slayer.
Yep, that's Fa. Fa needs to get back into the high-impact heroes.
Agreed.
The impact of Akai is different, but that's more of a Filipino play style.
That's right. Well, Moonton is doing a lot right, and MLBB has been ignited on the stage during the MWI. The most talented ladies ladies have been competing, but that's not all happening at the Esports World Cup.
Nhưng ai cái post stream mà nó đẹp. Rụt này này dân ta. Kairi. Nael. Khả thi si. Cọt đây. Sao ta cọt đây. Đấu. Protege Paris. Lose lane side. Lose lane nha nè. Ta game TP guy game TP. Come on girl, come on. Grand final, come on guy, come on. Some loose lane side. Lên chạp dòng chạp ấy mà bị ná nè ơi giật chúa là nỉ chạy bị ná kênh chấm chạp chấm tì nè này chấm tì miền này mở bọn miền này nhầm bật stream ta để bạn chơi stream ấy chậm ở đó nè nè lợi tay lợi bánh sẽ cho sẽ lan chẳng ngày ngày nhắm switch mode chẳng ai nhỏ khi mà ngày vậy yeah ta sẽ camera lấy thập đá này ở kia dân club trên kia vậy chẳng còn đã xong biệtខ្លួនឯងលេងមួយយើងណាតែអាចវាយបានហ្នឹងយើងណាតែអាច comeback បាន ពីណាគេចាំចាំពីណាគេចាំចាំនេះមើលតែមើលនៅក្រៅតិចមើលនៅក្រៅខ្ញុំគិតថាខ្ញុំគួរបើកសលេងខ្ញុំនេះដោយសារម៉ៃយើងវាលឺរ៉ានេះក៏បិទសលេងយើងហើយបើកសលេងគេមិនથાયបាទជិប copyright ខ្ញុំលុបចោល
So they take the Claude and the Lilia. They want to have these vulnerable backliners. Sorry, the vulnerable backliners that can actually escape. Yeah. But then you add a chip into it. So you already deal with the kill threat. Now you deal with that macro control that you have with the Ling, with the chip.
យើងមក first
There's no
pick
way
វិញ
for Fa to just rotate around and get those leads the way she's able to all
អូ
the time in
Ling
every
មកទៅដែរ
fight. She has
Ling
to
របស់
play
យើងមកទៅ
safe
ដែរ
and more importantly, she has to snowball from the get-go.
Yeah, directly and
Game chip.
indirectly answering the lane, whether it's through the individual 1v1s, if you look at the hero pieces, or the overall composition as a whole. Now, with that
Oh, ban
said,
pop, we
this
hate ban
gives
pop.
a lot of room for
Harrod.
flexibility for Na'Vi in terms of what kind of heroes they want in the EXP in jungle, depending on what you see for the
អ្នក
last
គ្នា
two
hero
picks.
មុខគេនឹង
For
hero
Na'Vi,
ទេ
they'd want
បានមិនមែន
to maybe consider picking up their EXP first and then just adjust your jungle pick for last so you get the best one possible.
And I'm thinking of those picks in the jungle. What's still up for Na'Vi? I mean, there's plenty up. I'm thinking of the Kai instant.
Chill,
That's why I
chill,
thought the
guy.
Kai would be red 3. Flex it, roam jungle. The chip hasn't really seen too much screen time here at MWI, but they certainly have a plan. Usually when you go for this kind of composition, it's like a Masha in XP.
Yeah.
With a Fredrin in jungle. Now the Fredrin has lost a lot of prio after the nerfs onto him, but I wouldn't actually count it out just yet.
Yeah, but I think the clear sign is there. If they ban out the carry, then they're most likely setting up for the Fredrin and the potential Masha pick, which Ayanami has already shown. So that route is open. Let's see if Galaxy Phoenix senses it and take out the Fredrin, meaning that the pool gets even smaller here for Na'Vi in the jungle.
It could also be Barat's.
Oh, right. Yeah,
With the
Barrett's is still
Masha.
here. Yeah. There's no more option of you potentially going up against something like an X-Borg jungle. You already see the Ling. Yeah, I think Barrett's would be perfect here, honestly, for Na'Vi. And with Galaxy Phoenix already showing their cards at the jungle, then there's not going to be a lot of counters left for it unless you pick up, like, what, a Lunox in the mid? But then you're up against a Lilia.
That's why it really just seems like Na'Vi have it all covered. The Fredrin gets banned out again. I think Na'Vi shouldn't be in any rush to pick up the Barats, but they shouldn't be in any rush to pick up a crazy pick for not Ayanami and XP as well. So just comes down to
game mà mới
do they want to
stream
reveal the Barats or the Masha first?
Chẳng mới chấp xongให้chăm tự live game vậy.
Because of the wide pool of not
Wait,
Ayanami,
they
they have so much options to go for. And I think that's the main discussion right now.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah,
Free,
Freya's still
yeah?
open. That's why we thought earlier Freya would be
get pick
picked
free,
up
yeah.
the very first pick for Galaxy Phoenix.
Well, okay then.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be too surprised if they just go and pull
Oh,
a
dân vô
crazy
pro nó
Leo
mà
Mord
vẫn.
Freya. It's been a while since we've seen Leo Mord, but you know, those nerfs has hit him. But with this kind of composition, it fits.
Yeah.
Just go all in.
Leo Freya, then you add the chip there. I think if you want macro, would I be too mad at the low Yi pick right now for GXP? Team fighting wise could make it difficult once they get out of the chip portal. Plus the Freya's there for the constant pulls. Oh, they go for Sophia on the Selena. They went for comfort instead. It is very mechanically demanding to make this work, but it's one of those things where if the arrows hit, it's great. If the arrows don't, kind of GG.
I wouldn't even be too mad if they just run it back on the Alice jungle again.
Yeah, that could work out too because of the very close to mid-range nature of the composition of Galaxy Phoenix for team fighting. Alice, the Throne of Ruin, is going to stop the tempo of the team fights. That could give a little bit more space for their Claude and their Lilia.
Yeah, just lock them down for the AoE damage to come through. And it's
Balmond.
Balmond. Oh, physical shred, physical defense shred with a Freya and a Claude.
Ouch. This lineup just screams like it hurts. They have a good amount of crowd control. Not direct crowd control, but this is very damage focused. We know Galaxy Phoenix, very mechanically focused.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. Mechanically focused, the underdogs must once again fight back to protect their tournament life. They've still got a bit more leeway since it's a best of 5, but not much if Na'Vi can take this next map and lead 2-0. After all, they're already up 1-0. Again, I raised a question. Who's ready to rise above? Let's find out at map number 2 between Galaxy Phoenix versus Na'Vi. Brigitte, Gideon, take it away.
Vậy đi. Đây khăn nè.
Into the land of dawn. The first statement has been set. Na'Vi take the first match
Nhưng ta
here.
sẽ đây camera nhầm màu vậy.
GXP's response to that. How do they turn things around? How are they going to adapt to this upcoming game? Because right now, the draft doesn't seem to be in their favor. And here at level 1, Rain and Mirai are already telling Lima that first blood is already in our pockets.
Oh, this Lilia on Na'Vi has been doing so
first blood
much. Ever since game number 1, another stunned potential kill if only Sophia gets to walk up, but no. It's an early 2-0 for Rain on this Lilia.
Too early, and honestly, the fact that they've already gotten everything that they need, it's starting to snowball already. And I was expecting GXP to be that guy, to be that woman who takes them all out. Even Mirai, confident, doesn't even have to flicker, recognizes that, Lima, you don't have the base damage. I'm a full level ahead of you.
And how does that change the conditions for GXP? Because you're no longer on equal footing. You no longer have to anticipate whether or not the early comes out from these arrows or not, because they're already at an advantage. Mirai will get out of this. Still some glooms left. It's tough for the mid duo of GXP.
It already feels like Rain is asking the rest of her teammates, just hold my earrings. I'll do the rest. Don't worry, Mirai. Just open up that map and I'm going to hurt them big time. And with that passive, heals right back up to full. So great control as they freeze that mid lane. They're starting to lean out of it as they want to attack the top side.
Okay, not Ayanami, just going in for the dives, even under the turrets. But Mirai will be the one to finish the job. That's far they actually find.
I think this game is starting to look pretty doomed. Pretty doomed very early on, because this has to be by far one of the most heretical starts. Like, this is blasphemous to people in Mobile Legends. The first 2 minutes, we're already having 3 kills on the side of Na'Vi, all centralized towards the most important roles in Ling and Fa.
Okay, fortunately, an Abyssal Arrow does land over there. Sophia trying to dive, but it's an outplay! everything has just not been going their way every single attempt, and now Na'Vi might just take away this purple buff even from Fa, who's not even level 4 yet.
I'm getting the vibes back. This is why everybody was so excited for Assassin. And Ling able to find the solo kill despite everything that has happened already. The extra assist from Ayanami just wasn't enough.
HP ยังหรอvậy nào đây
Glimpse of hope for GXP right there. At least they get some trades one way or another through the EXP lane, but how else? Because even here in this jungle camp, you just could not farm as peacefully. Fa could barely get the EXP that's necessary. It's a 2-level gap.
This is so dirty. This is particularly dirty. Keiji knows how to play this Balmond, or has at least got using a lethal counter. You're also trying to contest with Retribution. It's just an easy way to steal camps at a high rate against your opponent, and just ever telling them, yo, fear this. Shortcut connects.
How could they do this? They're just everywhere. Mirai, fortunately for GXP, they don't actually lose Winnie out there, but does it actually become an opening? Now they get to find a kill. Fights Mirai. Tempest Blade's already committed, but they don't want to fight this. They don't want to fight around a spinning Balmond.
No, they don't have the items. They don't have the damage. Ring, does he cancel it? No, they're just gonna set up this dive.
Oh, it's Sophia left all alone, trying to escape. Abyssal Arrow does land, but he's just gonna buy some time.
Yeah, just again, really elusive here. Unless Rain or Keishi can actually apply some kind of movement speed slow, it's just going to be an taxed jungle. It's just Navi's walking in and they're like, hey, you owe me money.
cóគ្នាពីរ level ផាច់ yes អូខេបានយើងនោះទេ
No, they don't. They don't take away the purple buff for the second time, and at least for Fa, they're slowly able to keep up bit by bit.
Okay, HP ยังល្អ so right.
Balmond really cares whether Ling has retribution or not, but generally speaking, this has been a pretty tough game. I'm looking towards Ling's side of the map. How can they get Ling involved? Because unluckily,
no វិភាគ no អ្វីទាំងអស់ចាស់អង្គុយមើលណា just sit and watch.
He's already gotten solo kill twice. Wants to shove that top side, and Na'Vi understand this. Let's slow it down. Wait for the short.
Understandably so, we see Ling here, but Mirai has an idea as well. I thought that was gonna land too. Mirai didn't necessarily try to catch, but they lose out big on energy shields up top. GXP are the ones actually towards their side, and without not Ayanami, they probably would have very little ways to contest.
បានគ្នាយើងនៅទេកូច Okay, yes. Yeah. មួយដៃទៀត Cloud គេមក Sophia ជួយ Sophia ផង yes.
Oh, wait, hold on. Ling might be in some trouble, and now they can set up for a potential dive. Sophia's nearby.
Okay.
And heal, but Ling can only do so much. How many seconds until the ult comes back up?
ជួយគ្នាផង guys ខុស Yes.
Both had to flicker out.
God bless. Flicker saves lives, people. Flicker saves
Emoji គេដូចគ្នាទេណា
essential for their escapes. 5 to 6, however, structural damage has already been applied. Na'Vi making sure that the bottom side has been cut. Now they can send Rian
គេ lit goal យើង 2k ឈៀលអ្នកគ្នា link យើង let game viral
So far it's
let game គឺ viral តែម្ដង
on this Claude. The participation has been massive for them every single time we get to see a team fight.
Check map ផង guys check map oh cancel មកគេដឹងតែយើង off flick យើង off flick
and it's not looking great.
Yep, it's not safe. The river is not a safe space to walk in, and I think
mid lane គេអាចនឹងបើកមក
or Sophia needs to start. Oh god.
អាយ៉យ
You thought you were safe?
I thought you were safe, to be fair.
Yeah, but there was a chip trying to intercept you from behind, and a lethal counter too in your face. There's not much you could expect from a Hilda at this point, no matter how much she tries to hold
I think that GXP, unless they get some clean wombo combos like they did in their previous fight around that second turtle, It's not gonna be easy. Definitely not. Like Faz is probably going to get solo killed by Ayanami if he takes some prolonged fight against them. So at this stage, oh, another shortcut.
Winnie again! Winnie's just not having a good time. The first time we see her on a Bruno and she has to go through all of this.
គេចាប់ Bruno យើនេះ
Constant execution.
Bruno
Wait, they don't
មាន
actually
flick
take it
តែ
back. They realize that the top side is actually where a majority of the resistance is coming from GXP. They should know the purple buff is up, and here they come on the run.
Not Ayanami leading the charge, forcing out the Tempest of Blades. Now they are forced to just get back. There's the Abyssal Arrow, but that's just about it. Na'Vi are not really going to stop the pressure from coming.
They're going to try the ult. X on towards the back line.
Ling, chill, guys.
Well, but they've got battle spells out of Na'Vi, and honestly, at this stage of the game with a 3.8k lead at 8 minutes, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, at least if you look at it from the perspective of having a Ling on your lineup, you could play around the map a bit more, but just how could you? If Na'Vi keep forcing these kinds of fights and just surprises all over, at least for now, Faz trying to stay composed by doing exactly what we mentioned, but even Keishi is just a bit too quick to expect what's about to happen from GXP.
Yeah, just a little too fast. And now, here we come. Descent of the Valkyries into it. Oh, can't shift though!
Oh, the cancels. Now it's Rian having to get away from that. Not Ayanami left all alone against three, and she could not take out at least one. Rain eventually shows up with a flicker. Winnie too having to dash away, and Mirai! Another intercept! That's the fourth time we see them take down the gold laner.
Again, great target priority here. And no time being wasted by Mirai. It's like, all right, I see my low target. I know exactly what I want to do. And this lead now, as we pull up the item list, we're already seeing fleeting time completed. 9 minutes pretty early on with rapid boots as well. Explains why, not only with the passive, why Mirai's so fast. Okay, Faz okay. Thank goodness. Like, it couldn't get worse from this point onwards. I mean, don't worry. That purple buff was always Na'Vi's.
It was always Na'Vi's anyway.
Yep.
But I wonder who else is not safe. Winnie yet again.
Oh my god!
She's been holding on that bush for too long. Mirai's been staying in that bush for too long. And even with this 4-man setup coming in from Ling, I don't think they will get the value out of it. They'll just lose out on more and more members. Ling falling down as well. There might be one trade, and that's going to be Rian.
Okay, good job. You
They can't scale. They don't have enough EXP to stay above them. Even Mirai having a full level ahead of Lima. The early game is completely gone, and technically this is where we're expecting Fa to start really picking up the slack for the rest of the team. However, with such a big lack of and an interception from Mirai, what are you supposed to do?
She had another ultimate available.
Fleeting time, what can I say? It's a good item, especially when you're this far ahead.
I was just trying to fly over from one wall to another, and all the while that was happening, it was a free objective over to Na'Vi as well. Just look at the goal difference already existing, as at least it's not that far behind. But the gold lane, I think, is where you feel it the most.
Well, I want to say
Get
it's
it gold
not only just the
lane.
gold lane, but at the same time, I think that the fact that this Chastised Pauldron is already built.
Get it gold
for Mirai,
75k.
at this point,
75k.
shouldn't get disrespectful, right? I don't think anybody has enough damage to kill him, and even if they do, the Chastised Pauldron passive will just keep him healthy. So at this point, Mirai, look at them. Literally just having a tour.
Yeah. Just doesn't mind those bits of damage you get to receive from Lema as the only person who could possibly walk up and not get bursted down by Na'Vi, not unless they just go full commit. But now they have more and more waves coming in, not Ayanami showing up as well. Lema just trying to scout where they are. They pretty much have information of what to expect, and that's still not enough for them to go and try to engage against Na'Vi, because even in the damage department, would you consider Winnie to even have enough damage already?
Not yet. I mean, not even a Berserker's Fury. That's what we're talking about, right? Literally a Ha's Claw. Unfortunately, no purple buff, so he has to sit there and wait for it to come back as Na'Vi take the initiative to start putting more structural damage.
Yep, they're keeping the pressure, and now it's Lema who, for the first time, actually gets bursted down, has to flicker out of that. Worldy already committed as well, but they're just creating space. They want this base turret. There's the setup coming in from Ling, but she had to go down alongside with it.
They actually make this an endgame scenario. No, they still are able to kill it off. And luckily on the opposite end, Fa was able to pick up a purple buff for herself. Yeah.
Yay, finally.
it's still a rough game.
It's an exchange of a base turret.
Yeah, it's like, man, not the best in the world, but hey, we take what we can get, and luckily the team, they really need these minions. Like, splitting the gold at this point of time is probably not ideal. Like, Fire understands, you know what, even though I don't have as much gold, it's important that I stay even in EXP against
And these placements, these traps are becoming more and more important. Fortunately for them, they have that tool, but I don't think they've been able to maximize it as well. Ooh, Fa! She tried to take that away, but it was still Keishi who got it.
Yeah, they're still going to be dancing around for a little bit, and
Prono.
fifth time!
They didn't check, Winnie! Fortunately, had the flicker, and Ling was there too, ready to protect. But that's the thing, they forced out the flicker. We only have about 12 seconds before the next Lord.
I mean, they're conditioning them, right? They're conditioning them every single time, and I think that GXP need to start setting some real protocols here. This has happened way too many times. You cannot expect Winnie to always have her flicker available. And now Na'Vi is in such a powerful position. They're going to have only 2 members actually deal with this Lord while everybody else is on guard duty.
Not Ayanami holding the bottom side, Mirai just standing there. Look at this, look at this. Oh, she has the immortality too. I think Fa will be okay though, yeah.
Especially when you have iframes, you're just so unimportant as a priority target for a chip. I could not figure out a better way of saying that. You just don't want to deal with that, right? You want Winnie, you want people who can get punished by this. Arguably even Lima as well.
If
that flicker is down, and knowing that Winnie has been losing consistently every single minute it comes back on, I think that so far Mirai is ready to start trading. Maybe even not even hiding, just flickering into the middle of them.
Portal right then and there, but that forces out the Tempest Blades from Fa. Won't even be confident enough to deal with the cut as well, but Lima, together with Sophia, are decently dealing a bit of damage already towards Mirai. I think that's a bit of a win.
It is a win, and I don't think Na'Vi is getting as much value as they wanted to.
Okay, here. Yes.
Oh, but every single member of Na'Vi to make sure that Fa goes down and doesn't get a hold of the purple yet again.
The chain CC was a little too good, or maybe the fixed points came up a little too late.
Commit
Na'Vi is going to be starting to crash down with every single one of these inhibitors.
Was that a bit too expensive of a kill for GXP,
but
now they're not gonna risk it just yet. They're not gonna try to go for the end, and they will fully respect GXP right under their base, but there is another wave coming in mid. It's going to crash really, really soon, and that's a lot of space created. Ling only finding one, but Rian only has her eyes on the turret, and the lethal counter! Finding Ling! It's a shutdown towards Keishi, but will that be enough?
The cloud on okay, far more. Far more. Okay, come on. One more, guy.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. As Reborn mentioned, the arrow, it just needs to hit. Once the arrow connects, there's so much more you can do with it. And this time, despite GXP showing just a sliver of hope here, Na'Vi have already taken out 3 of their inhibitor turrets. The macro is going to be a little difficult to play once the next Lord spawns. That first shutdown, fine, that's on us. But look at this replay, right? The conceal, making sure getting pushed out of the way, but this engagement coming in from Ling initially was looking however, you see the mistake. Oh no! They timed it out before the arrow was about to be thrown, but even so you can tell the frustration on Na'Vi's face.
Oh, swing call more ban
weren't able to see it, but you know what happened at that moment. It was an unfortunate sequence for Na'Vi, even as they just tried to really attempt for an end angle. Now let's see how they play around with their positions again, because they have been placing these traps around the areas where Mirai is really expected to just show up, even throwing them out just to ensure that they will have enough information. So that's GXP really playing it safe, but is Fa gonna be safe on top? She's having to deal with not Ayanami.
I mean, Fa unfortunately just literally cannot 1v1 this Freya. Not without that Bruno. Not like how we saw it earlier. And worst yet, Navi, this is what we call the chokehold. Like, how do you even win this scenario? No matter what you do, Mirai can catch you with the shortcut, and which they're about to see right now.
Tempest of Blades used right before the portal gets laid down, and Mirai will no longer try to go for the chase. But that was really smart from Navi as well. Okay, wait. Fa, not gonna fight that.
They can still technically chase this for a little bit, but the more attention Fa is able to bring to them, the better.
Okay, that's BMI and Rain alongside Mirai trying to go for Fa. They're not letting him return or her to return to the base. As not a Yanami, Mirai and Keishi
Fa tiên pen tay. Đặt Fa bắt hai.
And the portal gets laid down. Now the rest of the members can catch up and just go for the siege.
Tay lọt mới này admin cloud. Okay. Còn tay kia miền chip.
And now it's Winnie using the wind of nature, but they do not care. They're after the base. Lethal
Từ bạch hai.
Oh, tough one. Really, really
Từ
tough
bạch
one.
hai. Từ bạch
By
hai.
Navi. They play one solid game overall. They made sure not only from the drafting section they've had answers, but more importantly, their macro was on point. That's how you set up for a rear naked chokehold, man. No getting out of those ones.
Could barely farm. And I'm not even talking about a single player. I'm talking about both of their carries, both Fa and even Winnie on the Bruno, who again was forced to play a different hero. And Navi have dealt with it so well.
It's so well, but at the same time, we need to see more. Right now, Navi is looking like they're setting a very high standard here. And GXP, it's either they meet it or they're going to drop that game. We're already at match point, but now we're going to be throwing it back to the studio right after these messages.
Was built to move. Not trapped at a desk in one singular posture for 12 hours a day. It's time your chair evolved. This is Secret Lab Titan Evo. Ergonomically engineered for you, gamers, hybrid workers, artists, backing your every move.
Ơi, PK mà ơi cài. PK bạch hai, PK bạch hai.
Securing their spot into the grand finals. Welcome back into the studio. I'm Taylor Reflections Noble, joined by Renmar and Miracle. Boys, Navi, a big win once again. Renmar, you got to protect that voice. You're screaming, man.
That wasn't me. That was another guy in the crowd. That
was Reptar. That was Reptar.
Devilishly handsome. Yeah, that was Reptar, not Renmar. If you know, you know. Man, how do I feel about the fact that it's 2 games now where it feels like we can say we told you so with your drafting priorities?
Yeah, I think it was also just exactly as we assumed, right? Game 1, GXP try to subvert our expectations, try to subvert Navi's expectations with crazy picks, denying a lot of the win conditions from Navi. The gamble didn't pay off. Game 2, they went back to their assassins, and Navi had prepared for those assassins. The Claude and the Lilia picks were so good.
So how does Galaxy Phoenix find themselves now?
Khen
Because
team kia nó chỉnh nâng
hero
thân lọ.
selections that they didn't do well.
Mày mới
Obviously,
sang
the
kìa.
coach on the back lines is doing everything he can. But Galaxy Phoenix, they are knocking on the door of dropping down to only play for 3rd place.
I feel like there's a bit of an overthink on the side of Galaxy Phoenix. There was one ban in the first
nè
phase,
mơ
the
nè
Barret,
mới hành bật
Rush
stream.
ban, which we thought meant that they were setting up for either the Freya because the Phovis was gone, or they would pick up the Cloud themselves. They
Nhưng ai khăm bài kê bạn ở game
but
cry.
it felt like it was a different
Game
vibe there,
cry
so the
guy,
middle
game
of
cry.
the new trilogy doesn't make sense in the big picture of it all. I'm not throwing pot shots at anything.
We know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, we do. Miracle, let's take a look at the stats, though. Ooh, we get a bit of a different graph this time.
Yeah, we get a total gold. It's a gold chart all around. It's just Navi taking control of the early games through the Bowman. I think it's just classic.
ខៀលខុសគ្នាតែ5ទេប៉ុន្តែគោលចុងក្រោយគោលខុសគ្នាមែនអ្នក 5k
the casters mentioned, there's not much that GXP could do even with that team fight win, right? Even with that almost wipeout.
Yeah, we did get to see the role that Sophia needed to play here and what could have been the bad part for Navi, which is if those arrows landed over and over again. But in MLBB, for so many years now, it's always about simplicity. How much simpler is your lineup to pull off compared to the opponents? If you have good crowd control, good damage, and it's simple, that's great. If it's a bit too overcomplicated, it's not good for you.
Well, it looks like Rain is in the building, and I don't mean Rain physically, but hey, Rain, the co-streamer, how you doing, man? Let's bring him in, because Rain has been covering the action. He's been hugely passionate about MWI naturally and giving all the coverage not only to his fans, but also to even us at times joining us on the desk. And Rain is an integral part to the MLBB scene, and I know he's been supporting a couple of different rosters, but when we get a chance to speak to him, I want to know what he's thinking about this matchup here. Na'Vi versus Galaxy Phoenix. Rain,
hello,
how you doing, man? What's going on?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I actually quite enjoying the match just now. For me, Na'Vi PH playing better as a whole. They have better draft, have better early game, better targeting. Yeah, I'm quite enjoy the show right now.
Hey, and that's actually what they've been talking about. Miracle, you mentioned it. When it comes to Galaxy Phoenix, they're just falling behind on the hero draft.
Yeah, it really just feels like that's the case. And King Salman has really gotten the read on Galaxy Phoenix. So I want to ask you, Rain.
Yeah.
What do you think GXP should do for game number 3 to turn things around?
I think they need to think properly their draft, especially there's like certain heroes that might quite questionable against Na'Vi composition. For example, that Hilda against utility jungler. And also, because in terms of when we're saying about mechanical skills, right? I think GXP have that quality that can fight Na'Vi PH, you know, but overall as a team. Because right now, overall Na'Vi have better targeting, also better wave management, and also good early game. So these three things, GXP need to fight them.
All right, well, let's see if the words of wisdom from you, Rain, will end up paying off for the team of Galaxy Phoenix. Thank you as always, Rain. We really appreciate everything that you're
enjoying the show
MWI.
with you guys.
Absolutely, and I hope to shake his hand eventually. I haven't actually had a chance to see him in person just yet. It's always been virtual, even though he's quite literally just right up there. So we're going to have to connect. Let's take a look at some of the players' emotions from that game number 2. And in the meeting room, that makes sense. Get everybody in a little powwow, discuss some strategies, get out there and fight.
They have to keep up the discipline, though. We've seen them in the similar position in the Southeast Asian Games gold medal match against Team Malaysia when they were representing Team Philippines. They fumbled that. That hurt them. But they did admit that they learned a lot from that, and they have to show it here. They have to end this series and make it to the grand finals now.
That's it. America, let's take a look at one of our great actions from that second map that we just witnessed. We're going to go towards the mid-game, and I believe close towards a mid-fight for the Lord, at least eventually coming up. What are we noticing in this engagement?
I think right now it's just the fact that Na'Vi are just so calm and composed, right? They don't need to go for the neutral objective. They don't need to send the Freya over because they have the shortcut. A couple of times, though, it did happen where GXP were just quicker and they were able to just pull the trigger. But at the end of the day, it's kind of the same story we saw from game number 1 as well. It was Na'Vi just baiting all these resources with their front line so that their back line could come in late with the shortcut and clean up.
Galaxy Phoenix did show some life. It was a bit later on in the game, but they successfully defended their base. It didn't amount to much in the overall scheme of things, but they were still fighting till the very end.
Yeah, it was a preview. That Selena of Sophia, which did already get to have a great showing in MWI, arrow after arrow, and this is a rare moment in this series of Na'Vi slipping on the discipline, not respecting the gap closing capabilities of Ling on the Sora. It was able to get taken down by Na'Vi, but once that arrow hit, bang, and it landed on Rian as well. So you know that the Selena comfort is there. It's just that, again, overall, this happened way too late.
I think it's just the early fundamentals built up again, something that Rain mentioned too, right? It's the drafts. Now, what specifically in the drafts should they fix? It's not just the Freya picking up these prio picks, but it's also setting up for the Selena. If you're already planning for it, you need someone with mid prio, someone that can clear fast in the roam, like a Cho instead of a Hilda.
Well, as we head back to the stage, the ladies once again get set back up to go toe-to-toe with each other for what could possibly be the final round. Na'Vi wants to close it out now 3-0. Galaxy Phoenix, however, need to reverse sweep. Not an easy task across any esport that you're playing, especially here in the MWI. It can sometimes be an impossible task. Galaxy Phoenix has already achieved the impossible, being the underdog pick, making it to this stage. But is that enough? Are they satisfied with their performance so far? Or do they want a little bit more? As far as the fundamentals go, I understand Galaxy Phoenix is losing the hero picks, but do their fundamentals look good enough to where if they can, in fact, battle Na'Vi in the hero selection, do you think they can actually take down this Na'Vi roster at least for one more map?
Oh, definitely can. We've seen moments, especially in game number 1, where it was more prevalent, wherein it looked like Na'Vi looked uncomfortable fighting GXP. There were certain angles that they didn't take into account for, didn't realize GXP could even go for. There were moments of discipline that makes me wonder, how come GXP can't do that consistently? If they can find that consistency, then the fundamentals will show.
You did question Sora for the side of Galaxy Phoenix. Do you still question it now?
Yeah, as a first pick, I don't really like it, especially with the Freya up, with the Claude up as well, something that's just integral for Winnie, you know, something that's just so important. I'm going to play devil's advocate, though, for Reborn and say I don't think GXP have the fundamentals against Na'Vi. No,
That's
fundamentally, they are worse than GXP. What they thrive in is chaotic skirmishes where they can rely on their mechanics.
Yeah,
I'd say mechanically, they can go toe-to-toe. Maybe they're even better than Na'Vi PH.
More map against Na'Vi. You made it this far. Make the most of it. After all, top 4 is a massive accomplishment, but making it to grand finals, lifting that trophy, is even bigger than you could possibly imagine. Map number 3, a fresh opportunity. Will Galaxy Phoenix take advantage?
Are they still a little bit too reactive with the bans?
Exactly. I don't know about this.
You're rushing bans on Chip and Bama. This screams Na'Vi is in the heads of GXP right now.
I mean, desperate times call for desperate measures. GXP certainly in that desperate time right now. It's match point in a best of 5. They thought they could slowly get into the series. Yeah. So far, it's just been a wipe.
And Na'Vi have been fast and they have been ruthless. If it gets to the point where you are just fielding some of the best meta picks all out there in the open, trying to overload one another of choices, and maybe that's where Galaxy Phoenix is just leaning onto now. Let's have a lot of choices open so that we could miraculously find a way. They're even banning Xborg first. Are they gonna try to take a page out of the book of other teams where they're trying to go for the Mathilda Barretts right away? That's too much.
Even so, if it's not the Barretts, Mathilda straight up, I think it's gonna be the Baksha. An Akai maybe, it's gonna be a utility battle. And again, we've just spoken about this. Me personally, I don't like it. I don't like it when GXP play the slow, fundamental game, building on neutral objectives. I like it when they fight. I like it when they have a composition that relies on their strength, which is team fighting, which is brawling it out. They go for the Baksha. They're gonna try to go for speed, tempo, early game, but Na'Vi, we've seen this plenty of times. Atlas Akai into the Baksha. Shut the Baksha down with pure CC.
If Na'Vi PH go for those 2 picks right away, then most likely Galaxy Phoenix will have to respond with a Valentina. But Na'Vi, they are relentless. They focus on the Lilia and they get the glue. So they don't get that Kai Atlas combo. There's still a potential room for a Nakai maybe later on. But I like that they have been consistent with this. They know the strengths of their mid lane with the Lilia. This allows them to get mid prio and be really annoying so that Lemma and Sophia will have a hard time rotating. Ooh, I like this Alice.
I really like the picks now. Coming from GXP, right? Like the Baksha pick first was all right. I didn't really like it at first, but then Na'Vi responded with just Lilia and Glue. So that gave GXP an opening to punish them. The Alice pick is great for the Glue. The Farsa here as well. Really good poke and some more range that they didn't have in the previous game.
If Na'Vi PH want to play around a solid formation around their mid laner, then they... around their gold laner, excuse me, maybe a Moskov at red 3 would be warranted, or you pick it up at red 4, you just take away the Claude if you feel like the Claude won't have enough firepower to deal with what could be a very fast-scaling Baksha Alice Farsa together. I'm okay with that. At the same time, you take away a pick, but instead they still go for the carry. They wanted that melt damage, all that damage that you need to deal with the Baksha and Alice together. So now they should probably take away the Claude and the Moskov.
Yep. Should be the Claude and the Moskov. There's already too much magic there. I think it's fine to go for the Harith, to go up against the Harith with the carry and the Lilia anyways. So for Na'Vi, it's just back to basics. It's back to, all right, now what do we go for in XP and jungle? Is it the safe 2 double frontliners here, or do they go kind of crazy with it? Because it could just be a Barat's Mathilda on Navi's side as well.
Yeah.
Chomp down on the Baksha, don't let him get on the red trees, and then win out through playing for your backline.
Yeah, they could still swerve that glue into the EXP and get the combination that is looming right now.
And get Lapu for the Farsa. Use all.
Lapu also. There's so many options. So this is the gamble that GXP wanted to play into, but at the same time, they're still leaving a lot of options available for Na'Vi. You pick up the glue early on because you want that flexibility. You make it hard to read whether or not it would actually go into the roam, or is it a flex pick potentially for the EXP. Lots of picks. So Galaxy, they're respecting power right now. Ooh. They take out the Freya.
I'm not a fan of that. You know, I think with the Alice and the Baksha, you already have the anti-regen, you have the sustain, and also the burst from the Farsa to try to deal with the Freya. You're leaving so many heroes open for not Ayanami. There's already a Yuzong that we mentioned. This could possibly, if they really want to go for the lock, the Terizla too could work, right? There's just so many picks.
It could have a really solid front line in the end that makes it nigh impossible for Galaxy Phoenix to make it to the carry. Even if you commit the Throne of Ruin and the Gleam, one dash out, and if you have no other hero with you to try and jump the carry, then it's going to be a great day for Na'Vi.
If it's an assassin in the jungle, we'll see the Terizla. If it's a fighter / tank, then we're going to see more of that Lapu Lapu and dive heroes. Yuzong, even.
Yuzong,
Atlas gets banned out, so there you go. At least a bit of respect given to GXP, knowing that the glue is still very vulnerable to lockdown.
Even though naturally Alice did come back into our visions when Yuzong started wreaking havoc maybe a season or two ago for our MPL leagues. They still respect the Yuzong, okay, but again, we've mentioned all the EXP laners that not Ayanami can pick for. She is back into the position of I can pick whatever I want. It's pretty much okay. It's kind of awkward though if you want to consider something like the CC with the Farsa there. You want to be able to latch on to the Baksha, but then with the Alice also, you don't know. So still, options are available. I like the flexibility of the Roam Glue pick. And I think it's difficult for Galaxy Phoenix to really read into it right now.
That's why that flex pick on the glue is really... I mean, it's a mind game, for sure.
Yeah,
GXP, you're thinking about it, they've already banned 2 XPs. It could just go to the XP lane and they go for another roamer.
The Claude will still be open, and Claude does benefit greatly from the little mini glulets. You get your stacks much quicker.
Yeah.
And they show it. They do get the... again, this is another flex pick.
Yeah.
This could surprisingly go into the roam all of a sudden.
Could still be a roam, Akai, and a glue XP into an assassin jungle, yes. Yeah. And it could be a jungle Akai to a roam glue to then something in XP, or again, it could also just be a damage dealing XP with the roam going glue, glue going roam. Irithel.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of that.
We've seen some Irithel performances here, and she does hurt, especially once she gets Berk as her first item, Berserker's Fury. But this feels like something the Galaxy Phoenix really prepared for. So maybe there's an angle that we're not seeing right now, but I think we're in agreement here that maybe not the best option to go for at this moment.
Where do they even go? They go for Rome.
Yeah, it's the Rome.
Minotaur.
AoE, presence, their Irithel. Oh, this is all in for the Irithel. The good thing is they have some great damage with the Irithel and Farsa together. But once that Irithel goes out, you're just going to have really tanky dudes wondering why they can't kill anyone.
I think it really should just be the Lapu Lapu, someone that can dive into the back line through the Irithel and the Farsa, break that formation as the carry and Lilia shreds through this tanky composition up front.
Yeah, if not Ayanami is feeling amazing today, then if you want to really shred through the formation with damage, crowd control, then you pick up a Benedetta. But that's more of like an ego pick. That's more of like I'm really feeling myself today and I want to show off pick.
You know what? I like it, you know? Sanford's my boy. I think the Benedetta should be the pick for Na'Vi. Oh, yeah, the flex. They just pull the crazy flex. It's glue XP, Akai jungle, and roaming Kaja.
My goodness, what a hero draft, but was it enough for Galaxy Phoenix to take down Na'Vi? Who knows? The underdog story is still alive, but only just. Na'Vi is looking to reclaim what they lost a couple years ago, be back in grand finals, be a champion once again, and they are one map away from entering the grand finals. It's Galaxy Phoenix versus Na'Vi. Brigida, Gideon, let's get it started.
History has told us that maybe Na'Vi just didn't have what it takes, but this year it's different. With competitors from all over the world, this competition has only gotten better, and Na'Vi are one game away from qualifying to the grand finals, unless Galaxy and Phoenix can extend this series. Let's jump into this right here, right now in the Land of Dawn, as we hope that level 1 doesn't go as badly as game number 2.
They're so close. They're so close to making it back, and that's knowing that all these new regions, all these competitors have been stepping up in their own ways too. But even in their most desperate moments, Na'Vi right now that they're back on track, they're just not letting go of these more unique types of roamers and compositions, and they're making it work every single time. That sudden flex now to reveal the Kaja, but a great start for GXP, forcing out the flicker from Rian.
Okay, a little unfortunate that Winnie did not get the gold grab, but Mirai was able to steal it away. But at this stage, you can see what exactly they want to do. Sophia is a little under-leveled here.
Oh, Lema had to flicker to... This has been the trend for every single early game. Na'Vi with the Lilia not changing their mid-hero for 3 games straight, just constantly spamming all these pokes. And now that it's with a Kaja, it's a lot more annoying in a sense that even the Kaja is just gonna walk up straight to you, apply these slows, and potentially even a bit more damage.
Yeah, what I can't understand here was what happened here at level 1. Why was the first rotation down towards the goal when it should have been here in the mid? The mid is struggling right now. Unless Sophia can close the distance and land that stun on terrain and get a full commitment with Lima in the jungle, that's kind of the only problem. But Winnie here might just get solo kill, no problem as well.
Oh, so close! And she does! First blood over to Rian. No flicker though. Can Lima actually take her out? There's a dash and the concussive blast will actually be enough.
God bless, God bless. At least they were able to get it back, and now it actually is slightly in Winnie's favor because they're going to be able to make it to that wave first. However, the gold is still in favor of Rian as now the turtle spawns out. Let's see how it plays.
Link shows up, Throne of Ruin already casted, but the heavy spin 2 pins down their jungler. Ba could not live long, but actually gets to land the retribution. Also will go down, but that's going to be an exchange of Keishi. Both junglers traded by these two teams. Oh, Keishi, or not Ayanami rather, being chased. That's going to be another kill over to GXP.
And not Ayanami, unfortunately, not finding the perfect angle to actually get the split down. For the time being, though, winning on the opposite side, and this is what I was talking about. Now, getting control over that wave. After this solo kill, initially, most people are going to be thinking, yeah, no, this is going to be great. Rian equalizes the lane. It actually doesn't, assuming that Rian was able to survive right up till the dive. Now you can see the level lead as well as the gold lead becoming more clear as Winnie is trying to just lock out this lane.
I feel like GXP too, after what happened in game number 2, are just like, yeah, we cannot just let Winnie experience the same thing all over again.
No more.
This isn't a chip lineup anyway, but the fact that they are on a very hard lockdown type of composition who could just pretty much combo it with either the carry and the Lilia are still going to be a massive threat for Winnie as the main damage dealer later on. So now they are somehow showing us more and more rotations towards the bottom lane. I think that's also why you got to see that in the first minute of the game.
Yeah, I think Winnie at this point is probably just praying, like, please do not let me get hit by Divine Judgment, like anything but that. I don't mind a heavy spin, I got Purified, but now the next fight begins.
Okay, it's gonna be Mirai as the target quickly bursted down as expected from Sophia and the rest of GXP. Even the EXP lanes being managed really well by Link right now.
They managed to find an interception, which is great, but also I think Na'Vi, unfortunately, is still having a bit of lingering thoughts from the previous game, thinking that they're really far ahead. Mirai, you're not in that position anymore, you know? You're not having an extra 1,000 gold on top of Lima this time round.
Yeah, and there wasn't, I think, anyone there yet to just really apply the follow-up damage. If ever they do get to find the Divine Judgment, they could probably deal a bit of poke here and there, but this is where it really should have mattered. This is the next turtle of the game, and both teams are going to fight for it.
Mirai can put the handcuffs on somebody. Unfortunately, they still need someone else to be the guillotine. Oh!
But after Keishi, that forces out the heavy spin, and the feathered airstrike already gets committed as well, but I believe it was cancelled, and now it's an isolation play onto Fa!
Oh!
Follow-up Throne of Ruin and Myo and Fury! GXP GXP might actually turn things around. Rain having to flicker out, Winnie with a heavy crossbow, dealing a lot of damage as well. And they survive. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far. Both junglers are down.
That counter engage coming in from Ling to save the day right at the very end. However, Rian still 2-1 score, trying to keep back up. And despite what happened in the early stages of the game, manages to get enough of a care package, some economic aid to stay even.
All these ult-reliant heroes from GXP though, they probably will get it back a few moments later, but Na'Vi are just for sure going to be confident enough to get back in this too. It's only the heavy spin that's been taken out alongside the Divine Judgment.
I don't understand why Ling is still trying to pull the wave. They know that they didn't have their ults earlier. They could have started zoning out way earlier. They knew they didn't have ults. They also knew they didn't have the battle spells. And now they're giving up the space over to Na'Vi.
Yep, because Na'Vi are back. Heavy spin is back, and the turtle gets reset all over again. But it's going to be an attempt from Ling, which doesn't land onto anyone. And look at how not Ayanami is just trying to go for the zone. An annoying way to just break formation. Minoan Fury forced out again, but this KC gets knocked up. Fa still finding retribution. They get to isolate Ling, but they might not have the damage for this. It's GXP finding more kills.
Unfortunate indeed. Honestly, Na'Vi played as good as they can to kind of get out of this situation, but that first initial whiff coming in from Ling, really unfortunate to say the least, but Fa still made it work. Steals away the Lord just in time, because Keishi had pretty much all the advantages.
Yep, they're really working as a unit at this point. Now a quick conversion to another objective as well. GXP are just focusing so much of their resources towards the bottom lane, even in that entire sequence where it feels like they barely paid attention to the other parts of the map, just as long as they could win it out in that turtle fight.
Yeah, and now they just want to keep on progressing it, right?
Divine Judgment, that's gonna be one.
Bye.
It's a shutdown on Sophia. I think it's a great start if Na'Vi, who slowly wants to get back in this game.
But some of the bad habits are starting to show. The way that GXP is opening up the map is honestly getting them killed more often than not. Oh, good flicker and a pull!
Oh, what a timing! He still gets brought back. Now it's another kill for Na'Vi. It's both mid-duos.
Yeah, Lima tried to use the Minoan Fury as a means to not get displaced because of the anti-CC, but just did it a little too late, unfortunately. This punish is good, but that battle spell, I don't know. If you're already going to flicker anyway, you might as well just let it happen.
Yeah. And Nara Yanami will just get it back real quick. We're looking at the gold difference right now. Not much in terms of the gold lane, not much in terms of most of the lanes. It's really in the macro that you kind of feel what GXP wants to do differently this time in comparison to Na'Vi.
But at the same time, it feels like both Na'Vi and GXP, they've sharpened each other enough after these past two games. They're really picking up on the bad habits. Look at this!
Oh, once again, we find another isolation. Sophia gets caught here by not Ayanami, but will get to wings by wings her out. But under the turret, can Ayanami still find the kill? It seems like it's a no, and then Fa gets dragged back under the turret.
Oh.
An unfortunate sequence for GXP.
Really sad, but well played from Na'Vi. They are not going to take this sitting down. They're going to make sure that they're being tall and proud when they take this game away. It's 6-6 so far, and Na'Vi are in full position to take the Lord as well. Divine Judgment is not up, and Split is still on cooldown.
This is just so interesting to me how Na'Vi are able to deal with either the utility or assassin comp from GXP.
Right? I totally agree with you, because again, we're seeing many different sides of Na'Vi. Usually, we see a lot of, big personalities, but a very linear and clear idea of how they want to play a game. Na'Vi, not only have they shown how tall they are, but they're showing how wide this team composition and the styles of play that they have in their pockets are.
Oh, they're going to go for Rain.
What?
That's the Minoan Fury and the Throne of Ruin, but the heavy spin as a defensive tool to just make sure that GXP are not able to push forward. Rian joining in the fight too might make a huge difference right now. GXP lose a little more in the process. That's going to be a 2-for-1 trade right before the Lord.
That was a pretty good idea initially from Na'Vi's side. I think there was a little bit of hesitation from Rian. Let's pull up the item list. I want to just get a double confirmation on whether or not the Trinity has been complete. And that's why she would have to commit to her full ult to ensure that at least they get a trade back. But without the DHS, it's going to be a lot harder to get through the Limas and the Fas if you're only hoping that your passive is going to be enough.
They're going to burst it down real quick. They do not want another instance of GXP just potentially trying to fight back, considering what you just mentioned. They still don't have the DHS. but at least for now they get a bit more advantage and the first Lord of the game as well. But it's interesting, at least for GXP, they're able to really push the sides, but Mirai, all alone here, gets a bit of protection from Keishi, and now 2 members at least brought really close under their very own territory. Throne of Ruin casted by Ling, not Ayanami trying to find a target, does find one, but the damage dealers aren't here. GXP are just turning things around. Rian finally comes to join, but then Sophia, Mirai from behind, who does she find? It's Sophia, but she doesn't have the divine judgment. Rain and Rian are making it work all by themselves.
This is what I was talking about. Bad habits. They notice GXP, they keep coming at us front to back. They're not thinking about their size. They're not thinking about the facts. They're not thinking about that huge top wave getting demolished by the Lord.
And now Navi are just chasing after them, so they couldn't go for the defense. Feathered Airstrike trying to help out Ling, but it's not gonna be enough.
This is the 101 of war. When you are fighting in the front lines, you must understand what your supply lines are, the logistics to get there. And right now, Navi have attacked them in so many different areas. GXP, you can tell the tunnel vision, the peripherals is getting darker and darker. They have to wake up. Take a moment, just breathe.
Because we're so used to them being really synced up in terms of especially prioritization, the targets that they go for, and how they're always almost on the same page. But we're not seeing that from GXP at this point. It's more so from Navi as they find another kill. Sophia, knock up from the Minoan Fury together with the Throne of Ruin. But the relevant members are just getting away. It's not Ayanami traded out, but Fa goes down too. It's a double for Rian, and she's just 7-1-2.
It's so frustrating because the combo is good. It's a perfect Minoan Fury into the Throne of Ruin that had to commit a flicker from Ling. He just didn't have enough AoE to burst down the members after the combo. Winnie can only hit so many targets at once. And luckily from the front lines of Navi, they have enough armor to tank the explosive crossbows.
It's all their base turrets exposed just with that single Lord Siege, which Navi barely had to work with because they just let it walk through the top lane, and every single lane too just pushed forward just because GXP kept forcing the fight.
Yeah, I mean, majority of the hold on, the Divine Judgment is good. Rihanna's already blown them up. Throne Ruin tries the best backline. In trouble. Sophia finds one. She gets another, and now the chase. Ray needs the witness against Winnie. Purify being used. The heavy spin locks down Fa, and there you have it. Navi say no. You took 2 of our members. We take 3.
And GXP just wanted to repeat the exact same thing. It was probably not the exact same sequence in a sense that Lema actually got to cast the Minoan Fury, but it was follow-up from Ling that eventually, in hopes of them converting it into a successful team fight, but Navi were just a bit too prepared for that. They knew who they wanted to target, and they just kept pushing forward. Now, it's a massive loss as GXP had to let go of the Lord.
Nothing much that they can really do about that. Again, there's a certain level of protocols that need to be put in place, but you can tell that GXP are not 100% sure what that roadmap actually looks like. They've got some really good ideas, but sometimes when do you actually want to find those initiations? Before they tried to initiate after Sophia was caught, they were thinking about, hey, if they get a little bit closer, we can make something happen. And all of a sudden, the flicker Divine Judgment was the real play. So I think that GXP right now, they're trying to set the priority order. Do we worry about this Divine Judgment? Can we get Sophia in a better position so that Winnie can follow up immediately after?
Hopefully they figured out not to wait. Because we've been questioning the priority order for the longest time in this entire game. Who does GXP really want to go for first? What is the game plan, considering that they're mostly revolving around Winnie and Sophia, but Navi, even if they decide to go for their front lines and not these damage dealers, are actually making it work. Now they have an entire Lord with no energy or holy shields left up top. They're on the verge of losing so much more.
Yeah, with the suppression as well, it's just really difficult for Lima especially.
Oh, that was a flicker in, but Mirai does get cancelled though. Does have the immortality, is gonna be okay. Feathered Airstrike as well as the Minoan Fury trying to defend as much as they can. Keishi, defensive heavy spin, but Winnie finds a double. Navi have to run away, wings by wings towards not Ayanami, and they go back right in. Do they really want to fight this? Not Ayanami actually finds Sophia.
No way! Winnie ended up killing her own teammate because of that. They could have just stopped autoing. But they were just so desperate to make it work. Literally anything would have been good there. Oh man, not Ayanami. Despite having a horrendous early game, now it's like, this is my revenge. You've hurt me enough.
Yeah, I was worried when she went back in too, but the fact that GXP, I feel like they just panicked and clicked their buttons and unfortunately cost their teammates' lives there. It's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. GXP definitely have to somehow reset and get back in this game. They were slowly finding their way around things, but it's Na'Vi all over again, all across the map.
Yeah, Na'Vi has adapted a lot better to what GXP has been laying on the table in terms of their tactical plans and strategies. And I think that Na'Vi, just a little bit more clutch factor within them. But I think it's the awareness, right? The awareness overall about not only the battle situation, but what's happening across the map. It just feels like Na'Vi is just slightly more efficient and more flexible in those moments. GXP, it's got to be step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and they've been changing the order up, but it still feels a little clunky.
So what could be the best order at this point? You would really expect it's just either Lema or Ling. Does someone have to be left behind to at least some sort of protect? For Winnie and Sophia, they do have the flickers and the purifies for themselves, but it just seems that as long as Na'Vi get that one pick-off done, then there's nothing stopping them at all.
I think step number 1 is to control the spin. Oh wait, actually, Divine Judgment!
Oh, is that one pick-off? Is that the pick-off? Ling tries to stop them from getting that pick-off, but despite that, the heavy spin still gets committed, and GXP find one! They somehow find Rain! Na'Vi, do they want to push through? They've lost one of their main damage sources.
That is so unfortunate. It takes 2 people to engage upon 3 in the back lines of Na'Vi, but it just takes not Ayanami to keep both Sophia and Winnie away, and still able to find that kill onto Sophia's side. Like, if not Ayanami, people were like, oh, she's going back to her old ways. No, she is a completely different player.
Yeah, look at how she's playing the glue.
Ridiculous.
Redeeming herself after that early game. I mean, look at her. I mean, she's not really resetting. Another Divine Judgment onto Lema. There goes the burst from Rian as well. Do they really want to risk this? Okay, they actually find one. It's going to be Fa. They're pushing her out of this Lord pit. And that's enough to secure the objective, but it's in exchange of not Ayanami.
And that's totally fine. Look at the timers. Look at the timers. The wave is going to spawn. If they waited a little bit longer, it would have been nice after the 12 minutes. But since then, even so, not Ayanami has gotten everything they've wanted. Lima doesn't have a flicker. Ling still doesn't have the flicker as well. And by the time the Lord actually makes it down into the base, she's still not going to have the flicker.
Yeah, I feel like GXP wanted to go for something there, but they saw Mirai and were like,
nah,
no.
It's good.
No. And we have a Lord. I'm glad they actually realized that they might have to pull back a bit because they have to deal with a Lord, and Na'Vi are approaching their base.
At this point, I might as well just stare at Mirai the entire time because, again, her flickers with the Divine Judgments have been immaculate.
Okay, they get to clear the Lord. Na'Vi are not really going to make use of it just yet. They also have to wait for not Ayanami, I feel, if they really want to risk a 5-on-5 engage. So GXP are taking advantage of this, and at least after 18 minutes are still in the game.
Would you say? I would say that Na'Vi understands their composition, but they're also giving a lot of respect to GXP.
Yeah.
Like, despite everything that has happened in this game, GXP was going even with Na'Vi, despite the score leaning into Na'Vi's side for at least 8 to 9 minutes. Now here in the late game, despite having an advantage with that long lane already wide and exposed, Na'Vi still ain't pressing the matter.
Yeah, the combos you get to see from both the Farsa and Irithel, I feel like we already saw a glimpse of what it could bring to the table when they immediately bursted down Rain. Because Rain typically on the Lilia has been always very aggressive. She's been showing up on the front lines, a lot of help towards not Ayanami, but during that moment, I think she also didn't expect to get bursted down as quickly, so they might want to pay attention to that, because that'll definitely change the way they approach their team fights for even just a bit if they don't want GXP to find an opening.
Yeah, let's quickly look at the items here so far. The Malefic Gun is already done, but I'm looking at the tanks specifically because I'm already seeing that they made sure that they have the right items. A decent amount of armor, but just enough magic damage to start burning down the squishies, which is probably why not Ayanami isn't dying as quickly in comparison to Ling having to deal with the true damage of carry.
Oh, but this could be a problem too. Immortality pickup for Winnie already. Just letting go of the boots. and understanding that she definitely has to be the one to survive in these fights. I think Sophia's also building a winter crown very, very soon, so they'll have more tools to survive if ever Navi does go for another surprise divine judgment play, which puts a lot of responsibility on Mirai. She has to be very particular. I know she has been, but even more so now when it comes to who she uses the divine judgment on.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? So far, Mirai not only needs to use it defensively, but more importantly, have to be very proactive on the map. Because you already have the fleeting time, you might as well just let it rip when you have the chance. But if that window, and you don't have that follow-up, isn't good enough, GXP, again, might even up the score 18-18.
Yep, the punish is very much possible for GXP with just a single mistake, but Navi are forcing the Lord. Oh! There goes the heavy spin, and they could not react! Not Ayanami finding one. Does Navi still fight? This is a no! They flicker out! They won't run away! The Throne of Ruin captures one though, and it's gonna be Mirai, but Lima finds more! The knockups on multiple members, but the flicker! The reposition from Mirai! She's actually still alive!
And the rest of Navi are body blocking one by one as they turn this fight around the end. Now taking one auto attack at a time. Your battle lines are down. I will take the space.
Sophia has to fly away because they're already losing out on so much. Fa and Lema are down the front lines. It's just Ling who could serve as that front right now.
Unbelievable peel coming up from Navi's side. They've created an endgame scenario. Winter Crown is already purchased, but the situation is dire. All waves collapsing at once.
Rian down to half HP, but the jump from not Ayanami. Winnie has to get out of that. Sophia too with a flicker, but the grab! Sophia popping the immortality and the sweep coming in for Navi!
What a game. What an absolutely disgusting game coming out of Navi. Not only have they shaken off the rust of day number one, they're coming in here saying, no, you better remember the name. It's going to be at the grand finals.
They find their way back to the grand finals. Unbelievable runs. Not being able to meet expectations, especially when they first started out here in MWI, but look at where they are now.
And you watch their entire history, from their inception to their success to missing out an entire year to be back here in 2026 to redeem the names. This is going to be an impressive storyline, but let's quickly look at this replay as these fights go on. Desperation got hold of GXP. They saw they lost the Lord. They needed something back desperately, and that's a great mentality to have. But at high level play, you got to count your losses, and you can tell it's devastating, but at the same time, hey, you know, there's always another year. This has been a great showing from GXP. Let's throw it over to our interview up on the stage.
Heartiest congratulations right here to Navi Philippines. They have clocked in their ticket to the grand finals in an incredibly convincing 3-0 sweep. Congratulations once again. Now, for you guys to reach here, definitely it has been successful thus far after the decider bracket. But you know, what are certain struggles that you guys face?
I think the first we play in this stage is kind of shaky, but yeah, we made it here.
You guys made it here even though it was a little shaky. So yes, now you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. We would like to invite Galaxy Phoenix to please pass your tournament key over to Navi Philippines. Galaxy Phoenix, you did Cambodia proud, but your journey ends here still with the best finish for Cambodia. Well done. Your journey ends. Thank you. And now, wait, I still have tons of questions. I know you're excited because Galaxy Phoenix, they were the ones that put you in this predicament, in this ordeal. They sent you down to the brackets to crawl out, and right now you're here in the grand finals. You know, what were the adjustments made that you guys did to face them today, the exact same foes?
I think we just play confidently, that's all.
You just played confidently, and now that you have their keys here in the hand, the very ones that defeated you in group stages, what do you have to say? How do you feel?
I'm so happy because it's my dream to play here in stage now, and also I'm so proud to my team because we made this so far.
And the Philippines is really proud of you as well. And final question, can we, you know, the fans of Navi Philippines and the fans who are watching you guys back home, can you tell them confidently that this is Navi PH in its competition from the championship form?
Guys, please support us tomorrow because we're gonna claim the championship.
Let's see if history will repeat itself. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Navi Philippines going to the grand finals. Take your walk of victory.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Navi officially in grand finals. Congratulations. Go ahead and drop that key in there. This is a moment in history for Navi. Congrats. She said, thank you. She's hyped up. I can feel the aura. I can feel the aura coming off you right now with good reason. Team Navi officially about to go ahead and crush that key. But yeah, let's make sure make sure that we safe. I will make sure that you protected from this huge explosion. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. They fought valiantly, but oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Navi getting it done. Congratulations again for qualifying for the finals right here at MWI. Will they be able to punch their ticket? And more importantly, for the time being, who will end up being their opponent? Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and send things over to our highlights before we get to our next match.
Okay, tayo grand final lah guys. Okay, xem chúc nes ai